2-player characters killed today.
You know, given the journey ahead.
Out of all of the quests here, I will give the content warning for this one. I think I've figured out how to tone it back a little bit because you did just come from a very intense arc. In terms of gruesomeness. But yes, you're going into the desert here. So many dangers abound. You're going from about a level 6 challenge rating area to about a level 16. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, good.
You won't
This is
die for certain. You could succeed. Who knows?
That instills much hope in me.
I've never felt more confident about our chances. Man, I'm glad we left Gregor at home.
Yeah. If
We have
anything else,
Gregor
at
at
least the
home.
boy survives.
Yeah, and I do have Gregor and Nuvian are headed to Cobalt and plan to dungeoneer on their way.
Oh, good. So we have backup characters.
Yep. All right. Oh yeah, and fun facts. Have y'all prepared your fun facts?
Oh, okay. I have one. The reason that George knows Draconic is that his mother specifically taught him it.
Oh. Okay.
Is now a wait mother.
Now, was his mother a fluent speaker out of scholarly interest?
Yeah. She did not know other dragons that she could talk to. It was just it was preserving a language that should have been dead.
Okay.
I don't know if I've said this one before. Pink's favorite fish is salmon.
Ooh. I feel like that might have come up before, but still good to know. Because I think you have a couple, you should still have one salmon log remaining from...
If I have said that one before,
Garnet.
I'll give another one.
Okay, sure.
Pink did not choose to learn the pan flute.
The pan
was
flute
kind of-
chose him.
The pan flute chose him. Yeah, his parents pushed him into it as sort of like a community activity thing.
Okay. Interesting. So he could play the background music of the LARPing sessions.
I just
He was
checked
not
the
prepared
store.
for this.
No. Are we ever?
No.
I checked the storage cube and I'm like, why do I have 847 pounds already filled? And then I see 720 pounds of milk.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about the milk.
I forgot about the milk.
Oh, believe me, I remembered the milk.
720 pounds.
And for a kind of a bargain, because we bought it in bulk.
We bought it so cheap.
Yeah. All right. And then, since Gregor's not here for a fun fact, a world fact, something regarding the desert. The desert is known to be home to the rot, which is the many millennia lasting effect, or remnants, of the god of decay. Goddess.
It's Melania. You're not dodging the allegations.
All right. And so I will say this was written before Elden Ring came out, I'm pretty sure. Because this campaign has been prepared for a long
so
time.
Elden Ring stole from you.
Precisely. But yes, so the remnants of the Goddess of Decay's army resides in the desert and comes out at night. And the forces of nature in this area have been slowly decaying them even further until very little remains to this day. And so that might be something you encounter on your journey through the desert today?
Let's not decay.
Ooh. But now, with the fun facts out of the way, we now face our way to the desert. In the last session, you had met up with Sadie, gotten your supplies, and just recently, at the end of the session, purchased 3 camels. Lisa, who Erjor took, Ludolf, who Pank took, and Nietzsche, who Sadie took. You, of course, have Sadie as your guide through the desert, as well as a lot of supplies, including, 720 pounds of milk,
Yep.
as well as 44 pounds of salted meat logs of nondescript meat, as well as desert clothes for everybody, and a desert sleeping bag specifically just for Sadie, because the rest of you decided to go with your already owned sleeping bags. And with that, the morning is early. You face out to the desert. What would you like to do? Any less preparation you would like to do before setting out?
I don't think there's any more preparation for me.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right, then.
We
Are
got
we
all
all
the
ready?
milk we could ever drink.
Got 100 miles ahead of us. Let's hope we make it. So, now we go into the travel mechanics of crossing the desert here. So each day, you will have to make 3 Constitution saving throws, where a fail will cost a point of exhaustion. These will be for heat, for comfort, and to remember to take regular water breaks to replenish your water levels. Now, you did buy the desert clothes, which means all of you get to avoid having to roll for the comfort. Like I said in the last episode, I did plenty of reading about desert clothing to prevent chafing and the like. And so you all got clothed up to prevent that, so you only need to make 2 Constitution saving throws. For the heat, that was originally going to be a Con 14 saving throw each day. That's going to be, because you have the desert clothes, turned down to a 10 Constitution saving throw. And for the water breaks, Sadie will make hers first as your guide. And if she passes, then each of you will only have to make a Constitution 12 saving throw. And that will be for each day. Additionally, the camels will make Constitution saving throws for endurance, and whether or not they succeed will result in a 1/3 day added or removed to travel. All right.
We've
So
got a
first
lot
of all-
of rolling ahead of us.
Indeed, it is a very treacherous crossing. Whoop. Holding on to dice is difficult. All right, so for starters, we will go for the camels roll. All right. I will mark that down. And the camels seem to be chugging along. As far as you can tell, this is their normal pace. Granted, this is also your first experience with these very tall beasts of burden. So I will mark that down. Next up is going to be Sadie making a Constitution check for a water break for this day. And she just passes. So each of you go ahead and give me a Constitution 12 check.
Twelve.
Ooh.
Okay.
18.
18. You both pass. And then one more Constitution check for heat. That's going to be Constitution 10.
Ah, come on. Oh wait, it's
11.
gonna be a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
All right. And George, you got 11?
Yes.
Okay, so George passes. Pink, through this day you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh boy,
Oh,
that's not good.
oh, that is rough.
That's rough.
All right. And with that, the day comes to a close, and you make it to your first resting point. And as far as you can see, left and right, there is only, at this point, sand, sand, and more sand. Go ahead and... I'll say whoever is... So Sadie's at the front. Whoever's behind Sadie, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I can do that. That is an 8.
An 8. All right. So, what you notice through the desert, among the sand, are many small stones. It's not all just this very fine powdery sand. There are stones that are scattered about through this area. Whether or not these are here naturally with your 8, or something that is maybe set down in the sand for navigation purposes, you don't know. But these stones are interestingly scattered at the surface. Many of them not too buried in the sand. Many of them just resting on top. All right. And in the night, as you set up camp, since George, you're handling the supplies, you can mark off. Let's see. It's going to be 5, we'll say 6, 5 liters of milk for each person, so 15 liters of milk. You in total, I think, had gallons. Unit conversions, let's go.
Woo!
I think, okay. So it looks like you bought extra milk for your way. So I will say mark off. That's going to be, let's just say you go through 50 pounds of milk in one day for the 3 of you. I think that math works out.
A lot of pounds
seems right to me.
of the milk.
That feels right. And then for your food, go ahead and mark off. Food needs per day is 10 pounds per person. Now, you did drink a lot of milk, which does replenish your nutrition. So we're going to say that brings your food needs per day down to, let's see, and you're not personally walking, that also brings it down. We'll bring that down to 5 pounds of food per day. So you can mark off 15 pounds of salted meat logs. And then you make camp for the night. All right, first night. Now, one thing I don't have for the rest of you is a heat source. It's going to get pretty cold in the desert for tonight. And we're going to want to keep our area warm. Do you have anything as far as supplies go for that? She addresses the group there.
I would be able to...
Oh, hold up. Oh, okay.
I
No.
have I have
Okay.
produced flame, so
You have produce
I
flame.
have prestidigitation.
I don't know if prestidigitation would light something on fire, would it?
Yeah, it can.
Ah, okay. So we have 2 spells that can do that. Do we have a fire fuel?
in my bag I have some torches.
I
Okay.
have candles.
All right. Um. Well, perhaps one of us stays up and keeps watch, in turns.
That's a good idea.
The rock comes out at night.
I suppose I can
Robot.
take first watch.
All right. Um, torch is yours. If something comes by, just usually they're repelled by heat, from what I understand. So I should be fine with my sleeping bag, but of course keep watch over your ally there. For
Of
Pink.
course.
Pink is already conked out due to his 1 level of exhaustion.
All right. Sleep well. Wake me up when it's my turn.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check for your nightly watch.
That's a 9.
A 9. All right. Well, we'll give this. Okay. So, about halfway through your watch, you hear what sounds like a burrowing sound in the sand near Pink.
I move over to Pink.
All right. By Pink, you can see, poking out of the ground, are 2 fingers slowly protruding out of the sand,
I move
seemingly
the torch over.
pulling their way up. All right. As
Move the
you
torch over to the fingers.
move the torch to the fingers then bend back and start burrowing their way back into the sand. You don't see
Ooh, that's not
any
good.
further structure to this possibly hand that was bringing its way out of the sand.
Eh,
And your torch is now lit as well. And just in case it wasn't, you do have a finite time of this torch burning. We'll say you have about an hour of torchlight.
Okay.
So you can choose to extinguish now, or you can keep it up.
I'm gonna leave it for now.
All right. How many hours or how long will you let it burn?
If I were to extinguish it, would I be able to relight it later?
You said you can light it with prestidigitation, so yes.
Cool. Uh,
And according to
I'll
the
leave-
in-game thing, torches do burn for an hour.
Oh, good. I remembered.
I'll let it go for about 30 minutes.
All right. All right. Give me one more perception check.
It's a 17.
17. All right. So in your 30 minutes of fending things off, you do hear one more rustling, and you're able to wave them away before they even get out of the sand, just by exposing it to heat and light. And your watch comes to an end.
All right.
Who's next?
I can be next. I'm
Yeah,
not getting a
I'll
long
wake
rest
up- I'll
tonight
wake up
anyways.
All right. It is now Pink's turn. Pink, go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch.
That is going to be an 18.
18? All right.
Oh, wait, hold on. But because of exhaustion,
Oh, yeah, right, because you've not finished
that's a
your full
-2 for any d20 checks.
Yep.
So that's going to be 16.
16? All right. So, during your watch, again in the dark, but you have the dark vision goggles, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so yeah, you're good there. What you notice, off in the distance, you see what looks to be part of a wing, almost. Like just a mass of what looks to be feathers that is sort of like writhing around in the distance. But out of the sand, relatively near to your camp, this is maybe 10 feet away or so, you see this mass of feathers begin to writhe towards you, but as it approaches probably 1 to 1.5 feet closer, out of the sand you see 2 prongs come up and slice this this mass of feathers in half. And out of the sand you see burrowed this small, probably fist-sized, at this distance you can't make out much detail because it is relatively small, but this small fist-sized lump with 2 blade-like pincers that begins to tear apart this mass of feather.
I'm going to use produce flame and just hurl
All right.
like a small little mass of fire at it.
Go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
Math is that 22.
22. All right, so that
Is
definitely
with the
hits.
-2.
Oh, nice. So were you aiming for the mass of feathers, the beetle, or you can just get both with a 22? Because they're in this.
Yeah, no, I was just in
All
their
right.
direction.
So this mass of feathers just lights up as a very, very much heat or flame conducting source of material. And you hear, it's close enough. You can probably pick out that it is this lump with pincers that lets out a sort of insect-like squeak or hiss as it very quickly also cooks in its own shell. And as the flame dies down, from what you can tell, this looks to be one of the blade beetles of the desert that you had seen in the smithy that you'd visited in the city. That's used for its chitin as well as its very sharp chitinous pincers, both in terms of the actual shell and the pincers themselves are used for tools and weapons in this area.
I'll go over with my dagger and just kind of like, I don't know, shuck out whatever's not chitin.
All right, go ahead and give me a survival check, we'll say.
I can do that because I'm good at the. Well, not when I roll low. That's going to be a 9.
A 9? All right, so the survival check there was to see whether or not the meat was still edible under the chitin. But as you pick up this shell, it seems that the insides of that blade beetle were cooked to charcoal at that point. And so the shell very easily just falls off, and you can brush out what used to be blood and guts. And now you can mark down you have 1 blade beetle chitin. All right. One more perception check.
One more perception check. 13.
13. All right. Seems to be all quiet for the rest of the night.
That's good.
And the end of your watch comes around.
And I'll give a little nod to Sadie when it's her turn. And then as I go back to my little bedroll and then fall back asleep.
Just a nod to Sadie.
Yeah.
Like
And
she's
it's her
asleep right
shift
now.
now, right? I thought she. Oh, yeah. Someone's probably got to wake her up. I'll go and wake up Sadie, just kind of slowly nudging her awake.
You see, at the top of this bedroll, her ears have sort of wrapped over the top of the opening, kind of casing her inside. So these ears unfold. She picks her head out. Oh, I suppose it's my time now.
Yep.
All right. And she will get out of her bedroll, wrap that up, pack it in. Sweet dreams.
Thank you. And I will reach into my bag and hand her off an unlit torch if she doesn't have one already.
All right. Thank you. I just realized I don't have her details opened up. All right. Nope, that's not it. Here we go.
Unless George would have
Yes.
unless George took the half-used one with him, or if he would have left it.
I probably
That's
would
up
have
to
left
George.
it.
Left it.
Yeah.
If he left it, then I would have handed her the half-used one
All right.
if it was available.
And it looks like Sadie does have. Okay. Good to know. All right. And Sadie's going to make her checks through the night. Okay. So you hear, as you did last night, Sadie just pacing her way through the watch, sort of walking loops around the party and the camels and such. And at one point, well, you'd both be asleep. So unless you want to keep a close ear out for what Sadie does, you can just say the night passes.
I would not be keeping a close ear out.
All right. And I think George is already conked out.
Oh yeah.
All right. So the night passes, and the heat begins to wake you up.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I guess George only stays up for or stays asleep for 4 hours. So yeah, George is the first to wake up. Yeah. All right. Well, it's daybreak, everyone. Light breakfast, and then we'll head off.
Hank looks. Oh, this wouldn't have counted as a long rest, right? Because there was like breaks in the sleep.
So when you take watches, that does allow you to get your long rest. Say, you would recover that 1 point of exhaustion.
That's all I cared about.
All right. Unless there's anything you want to discuss in the desert, we can move on to the next day.
Should be good to go.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah. I have anything
All right.
to ask Sadie right now.
All right. So Sadie makes another navigation check. And now for the exhaustion rolls for today. So the camels will make another roll as a group. Okay. Indicate that. And then for water breaks, remembering to keep up your supplies, Sadie's going to go ahead and make her check. That's a natural 20. So you're good
Wow.
for the day. You don't even need to make Constitution saving throws, we'll say, for that. And then for the heat, it's going to be a cons 10 for each of you. This will only really affect your nighttime watches at this point.
That's an 11.
11? All right, you pass. And George?
Ooh, 19.
19, you both pass. So you are good and not exhausted for the day. And that will bring you to the end of the day. Another camp. And then, George, are you also second in file here again?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
It's an 18.
18. All right. So, interesting. Okay. I'll say Pink. Also give me a perception check.
Nine.
9. All right. So, George, as you're walking through the desert here, a interestingly sort of layered or marbled looking stone, not necessarily marbled, but like a stone that looks like it's made up of many like physical layers rather than like chemically fused layers, sort of different plates layered on each other. A stone like that catches your interest as your camel walks by. It seems to be in the path of your camel's walking. You can choose to walk on by, try and step on it, or walk around it.
Sorry. What is in front of me?
So we'll say you're walking through a tighter field of these stones that you noticed yesterday. You can choose to try and avoid stepping on them, step on them directly just to see, or to just try and stay your distance.
What did Sadie do?
Sadie, you did get a very good perception check there. Sadie seems to have not paid them much mind, but also it doesn't seem like she doesn't seem to have stepped particularly close to them either.
I'll follow her lead.
Okay. All right. We'll say as you're walking by one of them, because your goal is to stay not particularly close to them.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're walking by one of them, you see it rise out of the sand on its own, and two blades try and nip at your camel's leg as it takes another step up and misses. And you get the inkling that this is one of the desert's blade beetles.
Let's see.
Now, the one that moved, there are other stones in this field that look like it, which you now have the ability to recognize as blade beetles. But there are just other different stones in this desert as well that look a little more smooth, as well as sort of like pebble-looking, sort of fist-sized smooth stones, as well as pebble smooth stones, as well as jagged looking, like sharp rock looking stones that are more nestled into the sand here. At least as you're walking through this more dense field of stones. And that will be the travel for today as we turn to night. So, same watch orders as yesterday?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, probably.
George, go ahead and make me a perception check.
22.
22. All right. Successfully, you're able to fend off any of the rot that comes and approaches your encampment. Next is going to be Pink.
Perception.
Perception, yes.
17.
17. All right. You succeed as well. And finally for Sadie. All right. Okay. So we will say George, in the night, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a 12.
A 12. All right. So in the night, during your trance, you have a dream. In this dream, you're at a festival of sorts. In this festival, there's plenty of games to be had, and you have a good time, but eventually you get hungry. And you go ahead and get yourself a couple of, meat skewers, meat on sticks. And you just start having a bite, 2 bites. And then, for some reason, there's crunchy in the squishy. And that disturbs you enough to wake up to notice something is crawling in your mouth. It seems to be trying to claw out the inside of your cheek. It's going to go ahead and take, you're going to go ahead and take a d4 of damage. So that's the lowest die. This thing seems to hook and embed into your cheek and deal 3 damage.
Oh.
Oh.
And you now have something in your mouth that's sort of embedded in there. You're not entirely sure what it is, as it's in
I'm
your
gonna
face.
Sigurd flame it
On your face?
on the thing.
It's in your mouth.
I'm gonna chomp it, I guess.
You're gonna chomp into the crunchy? All right. So you go ahead and give me a, I don't know. We'll make this a strength check, I guess.
Oh, I really bad at those. Oh well.
Yeah, this might not be the best idea.
That is a 3.
A 3. All right. This is going to go ahead and then try and twist with your attempt to chomp it. Let's go ahead and roll another attack. We'll make it actually roll the attack. What's your AC?
14.
14. It rolls a 14 exactly. So you take another 2 damage as it seems to turn around and start clawing into your gums.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dear God.
I try to pull it out. Oh my gosh.
All right, go ahead and give me another. We can make this a strength saving throw if that helps you at all. As you're trying to contest its latching onto your mouth.
A 16.
16. All right. It gets an 8. and you pull out what seems to be half of a talon, like a full bird's foot that seems to be trying to latch onto your cheek and to your gums. You pull that out, and as you do, with your, you said you got 16?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, this talon seems to fall or like break apart at the joint, and so now there's just these two separate individual claws of this, but you've successfully removed this from your mouth. Definitely leaving a raw taste and a bloody mouth.
I'm gonna throw the two down and blast them.
All right. Sacred Flame?
No, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. All right.
Second hit both at once.
All right.
Deserved.
They are not that mobile, so we'll say this is just auto successes. And
Right,
then
I need to
Sadie
don't
comes
need to roll
over
damage.
and hears this. What's that?
Do I need to roll damage?
They both have 1 hit point.
Cool.
So yeah, they just incinerate basically in this blast. And then Pink, go ahead and give me a disadvantaged perception check.
Okay.
You have a dream about having a really comfortable eye mask.
That's going to be 11.
11. All right. We'll say with that, you don't wake up to this Eldritch Blast sound. You continue your rest.
Pig is just really tired.
Fair enough.
All right. George, you probably have about an hour left in your needed trance. And so we can continue.
Try to go back to trancing.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and of course, as you fire off these blasts and Sadie notices, she walks around the camels and goes, "Oh my goodness, are you, oh, that looks bad." And she's going to, hopefully I remember to give her,
Okay. Ugh.
yeah, she's going to use a Cure Wounds on you
Oh, that's sweet.
and heal up your Cure Wounds at a 9th level is what?
How much?
Or level 9 caster.
So
Like
like,
Sadie's level 9.
okay, I was 9th level cure. Who is this? Who is this woman, and why does she need us?
I'm trying to remember if there's any benefits or any like upgrades to Cure Wounds.
9th level spells means she's at least level 18,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Every upcast is like another D8.
Okay. So we'll just say she
unless
just
it's
does
2024.
2d8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fully healed. That's 16 points of healing.
Well, I'm feeling great now. Gums restored.
So yeah, she spends a 1st level spell slot to do that. All right. And with that, your rests come to an end. George, you can, with the last part of your trance, we will say for free, you can use whatever your hit die is. You can use one of those to recover. Actually, no. Sadie just recovered you. You're good. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. And we move on to day 3. Sadie's going to make a navigation check. The camels are going to make a exhaustion check. All right. And then we move on to the daily exhaustion checks. First up, water breaks. Sadie, does not make hers. Which means all of you have a cons 14 save to make for today.
That's an 8.
That's a 16.
16. All right, Pank makes it. George does not. And then one for heat exhaustion as well.
Is that
Ooh.
14 or 12? Or 10? That's 10, right?
That's 10 with the clothes.
I got a 5.
Wow.
You got a 5. All right.
That's a 16.
16.
Again.
All right, so you're good there. So, George, you've got 2 points of exhaustion, and so does Sadie.
George and Pink are not allowed to roll well at the same time, it seems.
So I will mark that down for Sadie.
Conditions.
All right, and we reach the end of the third day. So let's see, with the checks of the camels, on the second day they did seem to go a little faster than the first. Let's see, so it's a 3-day journey. You've done 1, 2, now 3. Okay. As far as you can tell, the environment has stayed much the same, with very little changing. If anything, it's gotten hotter, but with your clothes, and for those of you who remember to get enough drink, it is enough to fend off the exhaustion. I see George taking a drink.
No, George forgot.
And then, so, where you're at, other than being hotter, more arid, it seems to be much the same. You don't see a destination in sight right now as the sun begins to set. Well, based off of my best understanding, I think I've followed the way pretty well. And maybe tomorrow sometime we'll get there. It's a whole lot of nothing, but if we've kept a fairly straight line, we should get there.
Only another day of
Good.
travel. That's
I
good
think
to
so.
hear.
Oh, and of course for resources food, for the last 2 days, that's 50 pounds or 100 pounds of milk, as well as you're now out of salted meat, if that's what your main food has been.
We're out of salted meat?
Yeah, because you started with 44
Wasn't it,
pounds. And I think you also got some extra food as well.
okay, that's what it is. I was like, yeah, because all of it I had under ration, so I'm like, how? Wait, like I
Yeah,
have a bit
same.
more. I have a bit more than that. But that
I
makes
had
sense.
50 pounds of ration. Or not 50, sorry. 10 pounds of rations.
All right.
And it is 5 pounds per day?
5 pounds per person per day.
Per person per day.
So I've just
And
been
so
having
10 pounds would be
George
gone.
take care of it because he's got all the meat in his cube.
Yeah, so I've taken out at this point I've taken out 45 pounds of ration for my.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember I got a little for my own as well.
Yeah, so right now we have 30 pounds of ration in the cube,
Okay.
and then I have some extra in my backpack.
Okay, so we all have a little bit of extra as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I won't draw from that until necessary.
All right. So, at this night, Same watch order as usual?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
That works with me.
All right. So, final night. George, perception check.
22.
22, you're good. Then we move over to Pank as Pank's watch comes up.
That is a natural 1.
Natural
Ooh.
1.
The first of the session.
Oh boy. So, sitting in the dark here, Pank, you feel something crawling on your back. As
I'm
it
gonna
begins-
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna begin frantically looking at my, trying to look back at my back to see what it is and try to feel.
All right, go ahead and give me we'll say perception check.
We will set this one.
Or
to
we'll
the
make
side.
this, what's that? Would this best be? Acrobatics for flexibility?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with acrobatics. If I roll well. Oh, actually, I did. That's a 23.
23? All right. So you reach back and you feel a hand that seems to be grabbing onto a clump of feathers.
I am going to get a produce flame ready in my hand and then just
Okay.
kind of stick it onto the thing on my back.
All right.
Kind of
Well-
slightly uncaring if there's a little bit of splash damage to me as well.
All right. We'll say make this sleight of hand. You'd have to
Okay.
feel this pretty bad to actually damage yourself, I think.
I'd have to roll another natural 1. Oh my god, I was 1 away from a natural 1.
Oh.
All right. With your bonus, what is it?
This is going to be a 6.
A 6? All
A
right.
6.
Well, I was looking for under a 5 or under, so
Oh my
you're
God.
good. As you start approaching this flame to that part on your back, as it gets closer, before it is close enough to burn you, you feel this hand release and drop to the ground, and see it just start scurrying off into the distance, or at least try to. It's up to you. You have a handful of flame if you want to do something with that.
I'll kind of take a pot shot at it.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
This is not in character for Pank, but I wanted to just flip it off or something so bad. Does a 9 hit?
At this distance, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, perfect.
It's just a little hand scurrying about, and you can see the fingers just start twitching in place.
If it matters
As
at
it
all, I
crawls
rolled
up
9
and
damage.
shrivels Yeah. So this just had this was a bigger one, so we'll say it had 2 hit points. But yeah, very easily it shrivels apart.
He's gonna kind of breathe a heavy sigh of relief, and kind of slap himself a little bit, wake himself up to be more observant.
All right. Meanwhile, George, another dream tonight.
Oh boy.
Oh, man. I love dreams.
One might even say you have a dream. If I go to here and try and remember names of places that I designed. Jasper, here we go. So you have a dream that you are once again in Seaport, the port city, or port part of the city next to your estate. There's some sort of carnival going around, possibly the carnival from your dream last night. But that's off in the distance. Right now, you're just off on away from the docks themselves, where all the actual shipping goes. And you're at just a very simple beach area to the north of that. You're just relaxing on the sand. And this is a
I like
very
sand.
it's rough, coarse, and irritating. But here, interestingly, the sand feels very soft,
Yeah.
very calming. And in this dream, you just dream about taking a very, very relaxing nap. And that's it.
Interesting.
You're just thinking, wow,
What a relaxing dream.
if only I could have this good sleep normally.
I say as an elf.
It's this good of a trance, this good of meditation. And that's all you dream about. And that moves us over to Sadie's watch. All right. As usual, as you shift your shift over to Sadie's watch bank, you of course see her again pacing as usual, pacing about through the area. And then you go into, you just conk out.
And I just bang.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Just gonna check some stats real quick. Ooh. All right, sure. All right, George, in your dream again, you wake up for a moment and you find yourself just briefly in this dream. You find that you're on a just the most relaxing, most comfortable pillow in the world. And in your dream, you just go back to sleep.
Oh, great dream.
Wow.
All right. And with that, the watch has come to an end. Party's ready to wake up. But George, interestingly, as you wake up, what side do you usually sleep on? Like what side of your face or your head?
Right. Uh, Usually the right.
The right side?
Yeah.
Interestingly, the left side of your face, this whole chunk is just very numb. As if you
Well, that's
slept
a
on that
little
side
strange.
very, very deeply. But
Interesting.
it was the exposed side.
I try to get some blood flow by
All right.
rubbing it.
Go ahead and give me we'll make this a constitution check to try and just get the blood flowing through it again.
Ooh, that's a 7.
7. It does loosen up a little bit. Like you can feel the gross movements through where you're touching, but it is still relatively numb. Maybe a bit of a bitter taste on that side of your tongue as well.
Ugh. Oh well.
Hmm.
All right. I think we're good to move forward now. Should be the last day.
Hopefully so.
Crack open one last milk cube.
Oh, yes.
Solve the puzzle to get to the juicy insides? Or the sweet milky innards?
I was just drinking some milk with my pizza earlier, so it's like I was really there.
Ooh. All right. And with that, we will make one constitution check. We'll call this, for everyone, a constitution 10. George, you were able to recover 1 point of exhaustion in your sleep. So you're down to just 1 now.
Right. Well, I'm back at 2 because I got a 9.
A 9? Oh, do you only... Oh, is the new exhaustion rules that you roll a d20 and you get a 10 and you recover it?
No, I got a 9 on this new Constitution check.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right, and Pink, what do you get?
21.
21. So you're chilling. Ooh. Okay.
I got 9 plus 10.
Ooh. 21.
21.
All right. So, Sadie begins navigating once more, and the camels take off. And eventually, you see what looks to be an oddly uniform line, very sparse line, but still a line or like a border of cacti. Maybe 50 to 100 feet spaced apart, just going off into the distance one way and off into the distance the other. Well, looks like we're at the first landmark after a few days. Should be very close to the edge of the city. Or not the city, the town of Thistle. Keep your eyes peeled, just in case anyone's watching over the dunes.
I'm
Got
gonna.
about a... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I'll let her finish whatever she's doing before I speak up.
This should be the edge of the chilling mirage, which means we've got 3 miles to Thistle through the mirage. Just prepare yourself because it's about to get really cold.
I can make some fire if necessary along the way.
All right. Hopefully shouldn't take too long to get across. As you start crossing into this mirage, into what looks to be just more of the desert in front of you, past this line of cacti. But as you do, past this line of cacti, suddenly, a wave of frigid cold, barely just above freezing, just smacks you in the face. And hopefully, I'll flip the right one for the soundtrack. Nope. Oh yeah, no, that's right. As you enter a very area of very high cognitive distance, where it looks like it should be a 100-degree area, but it's very cold. Go ahead and give me a roll for Constitution, just for a bit of shock from this very abrupt temperature change.
10.
10.
12.
All All right, both of you pass.
Whew, finally.
But George, definitely on the edge of passing there. Having come from your relatively warm coastal town as well, and not being as used to the cold, you're definitely shivering through this area.
Right.
Sadie, interestingly, with her relatively light fur, seems to be faring okay. She rolled a natural 17, plus any of her bonuses. Alright. Probably good to make haste here.
Yeah, let's just
Say if you can't
in
see
and out.
the cacti, it means you're not coming back, but it should... we should get to the midpoint and see both sides of the mirage, so we should be okay. Pank in the back, if you could keep a watch out there.
Yeah, I'll keep looking.
All right, Pank, go ahead and give me a perception check. The city takes the front.
Ooh. That's going to be a 15.
15. All right. Good to know. So, keeping periodical watch back as this cactus, after, let's see, on Camel's Back, this is a 3-mile trek because the horizon is 1.5 miles away. Camels travel at a speed of, I believe, it's about 8 miles per hour. So after maybe 10, 15 minutes or so, you see the cacti slowly, what little you can see of them, with your bird vision plus any enhanced. Well, the goggles are just for night vision. It's not eagle eye goggles, if I recall. Or eyes of the eagle, I think it was. Where is it?
They're just night vision.
Yeah. You see the green tips of the cacti slowly begin to recede over the horizon. And turning forward, you can notice a little green dots start to rise up above the horizon in the distance.
I'm going to kind of yell out. The cacti in the back are starting to disappear.
All right, very good. I can see the cacti in the distance. We should be close. I don't know if we'll get a greeting party. I've never been out this way before. But hopefully we're all right. I'd say best options, pull up your cloths, mask up when we get there, mask your identity. As you see her her two big ears start to curl around into a sort of hat as she puts the drapery over them to hide that. And to be fair, it does look to be a very big hat. A very big poopy hat. There's a lot of ear to fold in here. As you begin to approach this line of cacti on the horizon, everyone go ahead and give me a perception check again.
Perception?
Perception.
22.
22?
15. This is the third time in a row that I've rolled a 10.
This is the
All
third
right.
time in a row I've rolled an 18 on perception.
So, George, nobody seems to notice this but you. But there seem to be light tremors in the sand. What you notice is that, interestingly, in this area as well, there are no stones here, just sand. Just pure, soft sand. Where the surface begins to rumble a bit, and you can see it picking up a little bit. Just very slightly,
Does anyone
but enough.
does anyone
to
else
notice.
feel that?
Hmm?
The rumbling. Where are the stones?
I don't. But if you do, we should probably make post haste. As she goes ahead and gives the camel a kick to the side, and it picks up the
I am
pace.
going to point as far away as I can aim in the sand and cast 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast on the sand.
Okay.
As far away from us as I can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a... Well, it's not a roll to hit, so go ahead and give me damage. Total damage.
The first blast does 6, the second does 10.
The first one, what?
Does 6, and the second does
6.
10.
Okay. 6 and 10. All right.
Yeah, about 6 or 10, you know.
I know I'm Gen Z, but still.
Hey, that is
Oof.
not Gen Z's fault. I don't
Is
think.
it? Is it Gen Alpha?
I don't know. I think so.
Which one? I didn't hear.
The 6-7 meme. Is that Gen
Oh
Z?
god, that's 100% Gen Alpha. 100%.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it started with like a... I remember seeing it started like with a high school basketball player, like a few years ago. So it would be Gen Z, like the very tail end of it. Yeah.
We
I don't
play
claim that Gen Zer.
with
E. Anyway.
E. That's a good
same,
name.
same, different. Anyway. Okay. Interesting. So yeah. We're gonna go ahead and make a strength check for the group of camels. Oh, that is a 3. The camels are a little confused by this Eldritch Blast and don't seem to be going as fast as you would like. You can try and spook them in some way to try and get them to move a little faster. But Sadie's done what she can to lead. Is there anything you would like to do in addition to this Eldritch Blast? We'll say Pank, you can do something because George just did something.
I don't think there would be anything that he would try.
All right.
Actually, wait, hold on. I will cast Speak with Animals.
Speak with animals. Okay.
Yeah.
How long does that take to cast?
It doesn't say how long it takes. It's just like verbal and somatic.
Okay. Should be
And
like
duration of
instantaneous
10
or like 1
minutes.
turn or something.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'll cast Speak with Animals and just kind of be like, hey, can you go a little bit faster?
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, boys. Let's hip hop and skedaddle. Gregor is
And
here
I
in
just,
spirit.
I'm just gonna say, hey, thank you so much, and give it like a little pat.
Oh, no problem. All right. And with that, they get a natural 20 on their new check. All right. So as you approach...
They're ready to hip hop and skedaddle.
This, yeah, they definitely pick up their pace faster than you've actually seen them on this journey. As you pick up the pace, this rumbling does calm down for a little bit, and then it begins to pick up again.
Is George the one that notices it still?
Well, George just pointed it out, so you can notice it now.
Okay.
But it's not... We'll say it's not strong earthquake levels by the time you reach the other side of the cacti. what you do notice by the other time you reach the cacti is a small town, probably 10, 15 buildings, large water tower, and a watchtower pointed out towards your direction as well. And you get to the line of cacti, and as soon as you cross that boundary of cactus, instantly the heat is turned back on. Give me one more Constitution saving throw. You're now ready for this sort of switch. So we'll say it's Con's 7.
19.
12.
12? All right. So you all are ready for this very quick switch of cold to hot. As you see a man in the tower, the watchtower facing towards you, seems to see you all and disappear deeper into the tower, over the lip. Basically, it's a relatively small tower, maybe not, 10 feet, much larger than 10 feet to a dimension, or like horizontal wise. It's probably about a 20-foot tower. And you're greeted with just silence. We can also switch this. I believe I have a theme for Thistle here. Is it this? No, not that. Here we go. As you enter the town of Thistle. There doesn't seem to be anyone outside. About 20 feet to forward and to the right of you seems to be a large tub of water and a camel parked out, just taking a drink. The architecture here in this town seems to be of an interesting type of wood you've not seen before. It seems to be a sort of charred bark of some sort. Of what variety you're not able to tell, but it seems to be a very porous wood. There's little notches in the surface of this wood-like surface. It's not exactly wood like you've seen it before. It's almost leathery in a way, but it seems to be heavily charred, but still holding its shape. You can kind of think of this as this town's general vibe is perhaps an Old West type town. There seems to be a main street that forks off sort of in a T intersection down to one more intersecting street. Right now, you're at sort of the bottom of the capital T, so to speak, where this watchtower, this water tower, and this water reservoir seem to be. There are plenty of crates strewn about, but other than that one individual cloaked in the desert clothing, very similar to in look to what you're wearing, other than that one individual, you've not seen anybody. All right, well, what's our game plan?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. What is your plan here after getting where you needed to?
Well, I suppose first we lead the camels to water.
Probably a good idea.
I think if we're cloaked up, no one's really going to suspect us of anything, any sort of slight against this place. From what I understand, it's a town of basically only criminals. So, we don't pay them much mind. Hopefully they don't pay us much. This is where my knowledge was lacking. I think I know where my sister's being kept. But other than that, I don't know.
That's more what I meant. What is your plan there to get your sister?
Well, let's drop the camels off first, maybe. Convene there, hopefully out of earshot.
I'll give a nod
As
and
you lead the camels to water. Alright, well, Saib begins tying her up. Hers up to the camel stall so they can just drink and not run away. And she says to the camel, "Thank you for the journey." Alright, well, I've got my sister to find. I only really asked you folks to help protect me through the desert. Keep things safe. Keep a watch for the night. Things like that. I know you have another destination in mind. Are you trying to cross all the way across? All the way to Homera? Or Pyrox, perhaps?
from to outside of character, to our knowledge, is it pretty much across the desert?
You just know in the general direction of the desert. From where you originally saw the pillars in Ryodon, it seemed to just be directly into the desert. Sort of, if you imagine the desert as a, well, we can just, I don't think I'm showing anything bad or anything out of your knowledge here. So we'll go map, if that works. Oh, the edge of my menu. There we go. So
So
you
we
were
got-
in Ryodon over here.
Yep.
And all you saw that it was basically in this general direction. So it could be anywhere.
Could really be
within the
anywhere.
desert. It wasn't super accurate because in Ryodon you were down in a pit as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So your exact orientation wasn't perfect. You just know general desert area, most likely not towards the Badlands.
I'm gonna turn to George and be like, we'll probably have to check where we are now to get a better idea of where we need to go, but
Agree. Yeah.
in either case, this was not our destination here, as far as we know.
Yes.
All right. Well,
We still have some journeying to do.
I burnt a fair bit of my cash to get the camel and the supplies to get here, just on my own. I don't have much to pay you, but if you would be so willing as to help, I'd certainly welcome it. But that's completely up to you. I've steeled myself to handle this part on my own and make my way back out with my sister.
Hmm.
The issue is you don't really know who you're dealing with, right? Or how many.
Not entirely, but I'm ready to fight when it comes to it.
I mean, Hank, if it's just the two of us, we are rather sneaky.
That's true. We've done we've done sneakier.
We done sneakier.
Alright.
Shall we hop out then?
Okay.
I don't think it would hurt.
We can join you on your rescue operation.
All right.
But let's keep it let's keep it on the sneakier side.
All right. Well, my plan this far was to find the brothel and simply request services, I guess. I don't know. Figure it out from there.
So your sister is being held in a brothel?
Of sorts. That's my understanding of how to best describe it. It makes me sick to think of what they're actually doing in there.
Understandable.
But I think that's certainly one aspect.
Well, let's not think about that part too much. We'll just
I agree.
slip in, get her, slip out, and we'll let you two be on your way.
Said Pank, who between the two of us seems the more shady type?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine Sadie requesting services might seem a little strange, especially if they recognize that she's requesting someone very similar to herself.
I would suspect you would be better in that circumstance than I, because you're, in my eyes, a little bit more charismatic than me.
Right.
I don't have a way with people that you do.
I see. Well, what if I went in and tried to find your sister and see what the situation's like?
Okay? I think that might be suitable, yeah? You at least find where she is. That might be more than enough help.
I'm gonna move over to Pank in front between me or between Pank and Sadie and hand over the lesser consciousness shifter
To who?
to Pank.
To
Oh,
me.
to Bank. Okay.
If you would like, while I'm doing that, you can get information as to where we need to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And I'll take it from him.
Oh,
All
and
right,
by the way,
Sadie,
George. Oh, go ahead.
if you'll point me in the general direction, and I shall go in alone. But we should not be seen with each other, of course.
All right. My best knowledge is that she's being held in the Black Thorn. It's perhaps descriptive of what might go on there. That's my understanding of what they call the brothel here.
I wonder if their proprietress is named Claire.
Claire?
Ah, never mind me.
I guess I don't follow. I don't know much about the proprietor. Whether or not it's a woman or a man.
Do you have the general sense as to where it might be in the city?
I
Town.
suppose we just walk down the main road there and see a sign. I wouldn't imagine they keep it too secret here.
Right.
Place where everyone can make their merriment.
Sadie, if you'd like to stay with Pank, I shall get to move on.
Right.
Oh, and if Pank
yeah.
takes a nap, don't mind him. He's just tired.
Okay. If you could find the Blackthorn and request the services of perhaps someone of my description, light brown, or yeah, Haringnon beast folk.
Haranon, specifically?
Haringnon.
Did I hear that?
Yes.
Haringnon?
Haringnon. Yes.
Haringnon. Alright, I start moving.
All right.
As I go, I'm gonna try to take a quick glance to see if anyone was watching us.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a 13.
13. Okay. So as you walk down the main road of this town, you see, of course, your general, what look to be general stores, general armories, forges, suppliers of sorts, um, as well as at the end of the street, you see a what looks to be some sort of central government uh, building of sorts that looks certainly on the decrepit end, with plenty of holes bashed out through the walls, rotted, things like that. But specifically looking for people of watchful eyes. As you walk down the street, you do see down one alley, there seems to be a cloaked figure that was looking around the corner that ducks back around the corner. You definitely seem to be watched in this city, or in this town,
All right.
though not by people who want to be seen.
Well, I'm gonna keep my eyes forward and walk with confidence.
All right. Go ahead and give me a charisma check, we'll say. Or performance, actually, if you are so inclined.
Well, it doesn't matter. I got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
All right.
So it's 11 total.
Okay.
Oh
So you definitely look like you're acting with a sort of pomp and flair. But to what degree you're acting, with of course just your base skills, that much maybe is still concealed. You come
That's
across
so bad.
many signs in this small town. Of course, some of these places do just seem to be residences of sorts. But you see a place labeled a terrace. You see some place labeled the limp. Just the limp. The rest of the sign is just broken off.
Interesting.
And then eventually, you do see a sign of a building. The short side of the building is facing out. This is at the very end of the T. This is at sort of the intersection. This is on the right side of the T, if you're thinking about the letter T. We'll say 15-foot side is facing towards the central road. And there's probably about 30 more feet back of this building that extends. This is one of the larger buildings of town. And this is labeled the Blackthorn. But again,
Hey.
this city is certainly quiet, quieter than you would expect
I'm gonna go
for
in.
a city. All right, behind the counter, you seem to be in a place that has the front of a typical shop with a curtain hiding, of course, the back room. The shop here is maybe about 8 feet deep. It's a very shallow shop front. The smell of perfume is almost intoxicating. Makes the air burn just a slight bit. Behind the counter is what looks to be a very tall individual, of course fully cloaked. I see we have a guest.
Yes. Hello.
You're new around here.
I would say so.
What brings you to the city? Or to the town? What brings you to Thistle?
I was hoping I could engage with some more exotic services that are only found in this area.
I see. He's going to do a insight check. Go ahead and give me for that, give me a deception check. To just mask that you're hiding something, not necessarily the content of it.
22.
22. Very well. I think you might be in a place that might offer such services. What do you have to offer for such a service?
Well, I have coin, of course. But is that not what you're looking for?
I mean, certainly I have coin here too, as he holds up a copper piece. But it's the quantity that matters, not that it
Of
exists.
course. Press then.
What do you have to offer? And of course we trade in more than coin, if you have something else to offer.
I have this neat little bag right here.
Oh,
But what's in the bag is what matters.
okay.
Going to take the tan bag of tricks and pull one of the animals from it.
Oh, I forgot entirely that you had that. All right, handbag of tricks. Inventory. Yes.
I'm going to pull out the head specifically so I can get it back in the bag once I do.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
All right, that is a 4.
A 4. What is an axe beak?
It's
I guess
like
it's just a big bird.
Yeah, it's sort of like I
I can
think
probably
like
look this up.
yeah.
Axe beak. Search. Oh,
Yeah.
This is
It's
a-
Tall,
looks like an
flightless
axe.
bird with strong legs and a heavy wedge-shaped beak. It has a
it looks like
nasty
a dodo with
disposition.
an axe for a beak, basically.
Yeah.
Like a very colorful dodo.
It's this line here that gets me. It has a nasty disposition and tends to attack any unfamiliar creature that wanders too close.
I'm gonna get it back in the bag when it
So you pull out
Clear.
the axe beak by the beak, and it starts squawking up a little bit of a storm here. Oh. That bird. Oh, and it's a large monstrosity. Okay.
It is. Yeah. This bag of tricks has many tricks in its bag.
I see. Very well. I think we might be able to work out some sort of a deal here. A beast for a beast, perhaps. Or
Was thinking
I would
just
even
that.
let you into one of our more expensive products, shall we say.
What's on offer?
What are you looking for?
Hmm.
We've got most races here. Except for some of the more unruly ones, shall we say.
Are you familiar with the race called the Harrington?
Known for their smooth, silky pelts, indeed.
Their long, nice ears.
I see. Looking for a souvenir, are we?
I suppose you could say that.
A man of fine taste, I see. Well, we can certainly set you up with something. We have... One certainly that's been collecting a lot of attention. One of our more willing participants. But we also have some that are on the younger, and some on the older side as well. A more willing one is of the more, shall we say, prime age.
How about a fresh face?
A fresh face. One not too sullied, perhaps?
That's what I'm looking for.
Can certainly work something out. All right. And as George is negotiating, we cut back to Pank and Sadie.
I got really nervous because I was like, did I write her sister's name down? I'm going to need that in a second here.
Well, it's going well over there. I feel like we're just a little, I don't know, exposed just waiting out here. Do we want to perhaps inspect the scene, prepare a way out, perhaps?
I feel like Pank, having traveled lots of places and even had run-ins with certain not so good groups himself over the years, would have at least some slight hunch just by looking around, seeing that one guy, like, kind of retreat.
So there's one
and all
guy
that
in the
stuff.
watchtower, which as you look
the
back,
one-
he does seem to be standing there once more.
This place gives me a bit of an unwelcoming feeling. I honestly feel like we'd be safer out here than in there. Who knows who could be waiting for something?
I feel like we could at least, I don't know. I'm inclined to go get closer at least. Maybe you can stay here and watch over the camels?
I don't. If you're gonna go in, then I'm gonna follow.
All right.
I fear for the thing. If they kidnapped your sister and another Herringon just waltzes in, the timing seems a little too perfect, don't you think?
Maybe. At the very least, I'd like to go inspect.
Well, then I'll come along.
I don't know. I feel like someone might come to take the camels if we're not too close to defend them. I think you should stay here. I've got plenty of, as she whips up what looks to be a prestidigitation spell in her hand. Might be better if we split up. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
I saw it roll off of a nat 20. That's going to be a 10.
A 10? All right. You get the feeling that, yeah, it is. You should stay with the camels. There's someone watching them right now. Maybe that person wants to steal them. You're compelled by something to stay here.
I guess you do have a point. I'll stay behind with the camels.
Very well. I'll head on ahead.
Sounds good.
As she heads off out around the outskirts of the city and seems to make her way out of distance a little more swiftly. Or out of sight a little more swiftly.
That's concerning.
Well, we'll see what happens here. George. Back in the Blackthorn. The proprietor, who is very much cloaked. There seems to be in front of his face just a constant sort of smoke of incense sort of billowing out of his cloaks, such that it obscures any features. All right. Well, if it's a deal, he reaches out a hand. A covered hand, of course.
I extend my own.
As you shake his hands, the bag of tricks disappears from your grasp, from your other hand. We can certainly hook you up with a bit of a beauty, we'll say.
Perfect.
As he motions for you to come behind the counter up to the curtain.
I move.
Guests first.
Why, thank you.
As you open, or as he peels the curtain back, you see what looks to be a very plain hallway with many sort of stalls going to either side behind the curtain. As you step through, interestingly, like the high contrast between the hot of the desert to the cold of the chilling mirage, as you step through this threshold, you're bombarded with screams of both pleasure, pain, and suffering. You don't see anyone else in this hallway, but you certainly hear grunts and moans and screams of all varieties. Again, also as you cross through this hallway, you seem to see what looks to be, based off the ears poking out the top of the cloaks, a tabaxi individual, relatively small, sitting in the back of this hallway, who, before you had crossed through this threshold, seemed to not have been there, very instantly popping into existence. What also pops into existence is trails of blood throughout this hallway.
Well, I'm glad the
Blood and
reminiscence is
other
working.
viscera, we'll say. Well,
Wow.
our finer product can be found down this hallway. And as you turn to the right, instead of looking down this hall, what you notice, based off of the geometry of this area here, is it seems to be sort of a square or a rectangle going through this area with various stalls built in this area. Stalls built into both the exterior walls of this establishment, as well as a larger block on the inside. And that seems to be surrounded by a rectangular path. The proprietor calls over to the tabaxi individual and says, "Sharp, I think you might want to prepare Maddie."
That's what her name was.
It was that, yes.
As Sharp
Thank
gets out of his chair
goodness.
and seems to walk off. Not down the direction you and the proprietor head off, but off to a hallway on the other side of the rectangular path. "You, sir, will be pleased. But first, we'll pick out your instruments." As
Of
he
course.
leads you to the center of this shorter stint of the hallway and pulls back another curtain, to which you can see many devices, essentially whatever you can imagine, you will find. Devices of both pleasure and of torture. Take your pick,
Of course.
suit your fancy, with a
Hmm.
magical item as you've provided. I think perhaps you can have your pick of the run here. Whatever you can carry to the room.
What would you say provides a sort of ecstasy of pleasure?
Well, if you're looking for a souvenir, he pulls over a small hand sickle. This might be right for taking an ear.
I think that suits me.
Off in the distance, you hear a woman scream.
Yes, this will suit me just fine.
And I will give you full reign to pick out any other tool you wish. You can make it up on the spot. You at least now have a hand sickle.
I want the girl to enjoy herself a little bit as well. What we've got for that?
Well, he points over to a shelf, and again, just take your pick of the run.
I will. Yeah, I'll grab what seems to be the best for this occasion.
Avoiding specifics.
You grab the amorphous rod.
Perfect.
Go ahead and
That's
add the amorphous
absolutely
rod into your inventory.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yay!
amorphous rod for dubious purposes.
So you have a sickle and an amorphous rod.
I'm glad I mentioned the ears. This is great.
Yeah. Oh boy. So I'm wondering what the plan is to get her out now.
Me too.
Because I feel like backup should come and help.
Okay. All right. I'm ready to go, I believe.
All right. Oh, and if she gets a little rowdy, he pulls out a vial. What seems to be not necessarily a vial, but a sort of perfume bottle with a bladder at one side to squeeze and emit some sort of gas. This should calm her down.
Thank you.
Or if you want her to
Wow.
feel everything, perhaps we leave it back.
I'll take it with me, but well, I'll just save it for an emergency, shall we say?
Very well. Right this way, sir. With amorphous rod and sickle in hand, he leads you back to not quite the corner, but on the central block, um, about one uh, room in, one stall in from the back. He opens up this curtain for you, and inside you see, unclothed of course, a Herringnon woman looking very much like Sadie, chained to the wall in
Oh
what looked to be prisoner, basically prison shackles, of course.
Right.
A little bit fuzzy, for the effect.
Right.
But scattered in the room, also in this room is name I just forgot. Not Claw,
Maddie?
not Slash.
Oh, slash. No.
Blade?
It was
It's
something
cut.
like slash.
I think it was Slash.
It sounds right.
I'm just gonna write it down, and we'll make that official.
It's slash.
You see
now.
this Tabaxi individual
Who's in the room with me?
who seems to
Is
be
this-
casting a spell on, not Sadie, on Maddie, to heal up what looks to be a deep cut on the shoulder as it reattaches back into place. He grabs a broom and a dustpan from the corner and sweeps up what looks to be fingernails. And perhaps in the mess of viscera, perhaps full fingers as well. Off one of the benches inside this room, he grabs what looks to be a vice grip of sorts. You want?
I've got what I need.
Very good. Puts it back in his wherever he stores it.
George is
you're not
never
entirely
going to
sure.
recover from this
Back
one.
into his cloaks.
You're not going to recover from this one. Pink isn't there.
Luckily, George, you're not barefoot, so you don't notice how. Well, you don't directly feel how sticky the floor is here. It is certainly sticky. From what you would probably rather not imagine.
Jesus.
Am I alone in the room with her?
The proprietor goes ahead and closes the curtain. Feel free to leave this open if you'd like to hear the rest. If not, it's just you. As he closes the curtain, the screaming around you silences.
Okay. Well, I know that.
You're in a quiet room with this Herringnon who currently is not trying to look at you. She seems to be looking mostly at the sickle in your hand.
Oh, trust
She's
me,
definitely
we
breathing
have no
hard.
need for this yet. I put it away.
Go ahead and give me an
I
insight
move.
check.
That is a 13.
13. Oddly, she seems a little disappointed by that. Just a slight disappointment flashes across her eyes as she goes and looks up at you and doesn't say anything.
So you're a Maddie? Is that what they called you?
Again, no words.
I'm gonna move close to her.
She seems to shiver a bit at this. What are you here for?
Without touching her,
Hmm.
going to move close to her ear and whisper. I've come with Sadie. How? What can I do to help you get you out?
So I've come with Sadie. He looks a little a little concerned and a little confused at you, and begins to say, "You," and with a bit of confusion. She's... What? Why would she come here? I don't...
Keep a voice down as I turn and cast minor illusion to mimic her voice making noises.
So all of the sounds outside of this stall have silenced as that
Oh, I
curtain
know,
closed.
but from what I can tell, the sounds from my stall can be heard on the outside.
Okay. That's fair. Okay.
Sorry that we're going to have to listen to that for a little bit, but we need to be able to talk.
I don't want to leave. This is where I belong. This is where I can live my best life. You can tell Sadie to go. She shouldn't have come here.
I can't tell if she's brainwashed or a freak.
I'm going to make an insight check on her.
All right. I guess she'll make a persuasion. All right, go ahead and make insight.
Nat 20. Oh my god.
Nat 20.
Probably the best place, not 20.
There does seem to be some sort of guilt in her words with the nat 20. You're seeing down to the fundamentals of why she might be saying this. But at the same time, you get the sense that at least she believes that she genuinely enjoys the life to an extent. She gets more out of this life than she, I guess, gives up.
I'm gonna use my bard training. I'm gonna put a hand on her shoulder. Oh god. Okay.
Which, by the way, I will clarify, for a herringnon, they are clothed effectively by their fur. So they're
Right.
not like as bare as a human would be without clothes.
Yeah.
They're just not in those desert garbs that would cover things up.
Okay.
So are you going to use that sickle?
I think you should tell me why you enjoy this life. Really think hard about what's going on here and tell me every thought you have about it.
Are you casting a spell? Or are you just intimidating?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
No, I'm
Go
just...
ahead and roll an intimidation then.
That's a 16.
16. She thinks for a moment. I've lived a life that maybe most can't be proud of. And for that life to atone, I've turned to punishment. And perhaps the bitter has become sweeter. than I possibly could have imagined. And I think perhaps you could get a sense of what I'm trying to say.
I
You
think
pick
I
up
do.
one of those stones in the corner and take a look at its underside.
I acquiesce to her request.
So in the corner of the room, among the viscera, you see one of these larger fist-sized smooth stones that you would... well, go ahead and give me a perception check for anything more to see what maybe this would be used for, or where we might have seen something like this before.
Wow, that's a nat 20.
Nat
Oh
20?
my gosh.
This looks a lot like one of the smooth stones that you saw in the desert. Speckled at the top, possibly looking like man, my stone knowledge is failing me. Gray stone speckles. This would be... we'll just say maybe it's nice. Sure, it looks a bit like nice. Nice is more... It's got grains to it, but oh well. Close enough. Oh wait, andesite. Yeah, this looks like andesite. Sort of speckly stone, but very smooth, very round. And as you pick up this stone here, so much rounder than the one I sent in chat, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's an 8.
Oh, no.
Grabbing this stone, you feel that numbness leach back into your body as it travels down your arm and consumes you, and you fall to the ground. At this point, your illusion fades. And you hear Maddie call out, "All right, Slash, it's done." As we cut back to Pink.
Why did I say to split the party? What have I done? This is it.
And you are now paralyzed, holding onto this stone that seems to just be leaching more of this toxin into you.
If I had a nickel every time I split the party and immediately got kidnapped, I would have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened more than once. So Pink, no knowledge of this, of course.
Yeah, no knowledge. I just gotta get into the mindset of Pink real quick, not knowing that any of this just happened.
Yep. So Pink,
And
you're
yeah,
out here
okay.
watching the camels. But 30 minutes pass. An hour passes. Neither of them have come back. And you're just the least bit concerned. You're no longer compelled. You still think it's a good idea to stay with the camels. But nothing is physically or mentally compelling you to do so anymore.
But I would have noticed the passage of time and how
You would have noticed the passage of
it's
time.
been a while and neither of them have come back.
Right. Additionally, you notice through this hour, a head or two will pop out to watch you. But nobody approaches.
What's... Oh, I'm thinking... I don't... I'm debating whether or not Pink would think it's the best course of action to just continue waiting and George has got this.
Hmm.
Or after a while, it's like, it's been a little bit. Maybe George needs some help. But I don't want to go in with the consciousness shifter.
Hmm.
Oh, God. I have a plan forming in my head, but it is very stupid and bad idea. I think in character, Penk would wait another like 30 minutes and be like, maybe it's just taking a little bit. Maybe he's got something super sneaky going on and he's got to wait a while.
Hmm. Okay.
But after another 30 minutes of waiting or so, Penk would probably finally decide to go in and see if he can find George.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So after a while of waiting, you see... from this distance, you can see the establishment that George had gone into. Sadie has also not come back yet. Out the front of the door of that establishment, you see a cloaked individual exit. They begin walking towards your direction.
Are they like fully cloaked? I can't tell anything about them.
All right.
Like I can't see a patch of skin.
So you
Maybe
can't
some
see a patch of
eyes.
skin, but first, I think, Jason, let's move Pank into the secret channel real quick and discuss something.
All right.
All right. So, I'm going to give you a role to act out now.
Okay.
You have, of course, George has gone through something in this area. You don't know what. But George, your goal now is to meet back up with Pank. You've now left the establishment, not remembering what was in there. But your goal is to meet up with Pank and get him paralyzed by either using the perfume that you have now at your satchel, right? Yeah, you're on your hip, attached to your belt, or using. I will DM you this list of spells here. Message. Here we go. So you have those spells at your disposal. Use them how you want, but your goal is to incapacitate Pank in some way. You also have in a pouch one of these paralyzing stones, which you understand to be a living slug. Using that, you're going to need to try and incapacitate Pank in some way.
Right.
And you're not charmed in any way.
No, this is fully of my volition.
Yeah, this, as far as you can tell, this is fully of your volition. All right. And welcome back.
Hello.
And we have Santa Cat with the potted plant.
And a cat. Let me. Right.
So,
Doom, doom.
eventually this cloaked figure walks up to you. They're now right in front of you.
Can I help you?
Well, I do believe you can help me.
Oh, George,
Yes, yes, sorry, friend.
you had me on edge there.
Sorry.
Where did you get her? I don't see
Did I get her? Listen. I have a plan, right?
you have a plan.
I have a plan. It's gonna go great. All right, just follow my lead, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been
Oh,
gone for a little bit though. What happened?
I'm not sure why you're asking. I'm fine. See?
Well, you look fine, but it's been a while and I've what have like just been keeping scout or
Yeah. I just got the area, of course.
okay.
Now let me see here. We should probably discuss the plan
Yeah.
in detail. So let's see. Now, how shall we do this, huh?
So what information have you gathered?
Well, here. I've got new tools.
Newt.
Yes, of course, new tools. So let's see here. I have this great smelling perfume. Maybe if we applied it to Sadie, it would let us disguise her. That way we could sneak in.
Disguise her?
Right. Yes, of course.
Okay.
I mean, here, you take a whiff of it.
What does it do though?
It's said to help boost your charismatic potential, make you irresistible.
Can I roll an insight check?
Go ahead. And George, go ahead and roll deception.
Which is unfortunate. I don't think and there's a universe where I can roll better than you.
Okay. Yeah, just tell me your base roll, George.
My base roll.
Your base roll.
My base roll was a 3.
Oh, maybe there is a universe where I can.
Yeah. Pink, what is your insight?
That would be a 15.
15? Not enough to notice anything off. As far as you can tell, this is some sort of possibly magic, Giga Chad making perfume.
I will give it a whiff.
All right. So you take the
I like as hard as I can spray
all right
into Pink's face.
Pink, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. I have a hunch where this is going, but that's a player thing, not a character thing. 12. Stop rolling 10s.
12. All right. So you start feeling very funny in a strange way, almost as if you had eaten some of that magic fruit from your village. The world becomes hazy, and the strength of your body begins to leave.
There are some unusual side effects, but they should only last a second or two.
Yeah, this is not good.
Everything feels very numb, but you're not on the ground just yet.
Where did you get this stuff? Are you sure this is good?
Well, I stole it from inside. It's what they use. We have to, you know, we have to access it. I spray another.
All right.
No, stop.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
You
that's
beat
an
a
8.
20. Okay.
What are you doing?
So with that extra spray, you fall to the ground, looking up at George. His visage starts to melt away, and you see in front of you what looks to be Sadie, standing over you.
What?
Well, I suppose that takes care of the two adventurers who were chock full of magical items. She goes and squats down next to you. Ah, the master will be pleased. All right.
I
As
gave
you
her
slowly lose
some of my
consciousness.
milk.
What the?
Some time passes.
The milk. We should have just left her.
Oh yeah.
And you two both wake up very cold. You seem to be stripped of any of your desert clothes. And you seem to be in some very soft, cold sand. You're tied up, and you can see that many of your magical items are just sitting out in the sand in front of you. Your mouths are gagged, your hands are tied. Any of your components, George, that you would have, are sitting out, of course, just in a component bag in the sand in front of you. And you hear footsteps in the sand behind you. You feel a strong force at your back. Not a painful one, just a strong pushing. But from the sound, you can tell that you've just been kicked in the back. All right, looks like you're about ready to be an offering. You see Sadie walk around you, squat down in front of the both of you. Say, well, no one who comes into the desert has good intentions. Certainly not me.
I should have known it was suspicious that she's a level 9 caster. I was like, man, that's kind of weird.
I thought I misheard.
Like, she's one level higher than us. I was like, that's a little strange for a helpless traveler.
She goes ahead and pats Pank on the face. You know, with this amount of magical items, I don't think we'll have to wait long. Go ahead and give me your perception check.
Both of us?
Sure.
19.
This dice is going to dice jail. That's the 10.
10. So, George, you see, looking up and down from where you're facing, a bit of cactus on both directions.
Oh.
As you shiver here in the cold.
I was wondering why it was cold sand.
You know, and I have to thank you for doubling your supplies for the journey in here, too. It'll be great for the town of Thistle. Plenty of things to keep our supplies up to snuff. But I don't think I need this anymore. As she tosses out of her pouch, or out of her satchel, the storage cube in front of you.
So rude. Do I still have the beetle dagger?
anything magical is still in front of you. All of the items have been laid out. But any of the supplies that they might find useful have been
Do I
stolen.
see the
So-
consciousness shifter in
okay.
front of us? Do I see the consciousness shifter in front of us?
You don't. It's a relatively large pile. But if we just go through George's inventory here, your armor's been stolen. Blade Beetle Dagger, I think had a +1 from... so Blade Beetle Dagger we'll do a 50-50. If I roll above a 10, it's taken. Because I don't think it's magical. So it's a 2. You keep the Blade Beetle Dagger. Your blanket, incense, most things in your backpack have been taken.
Do you have the Sunblade hilt?
You do have the Sunblade. That's a magical item. Well, it's out in front of you.
Oh, damn it.
Um,
Do I
Let's
have the
see.
sickle? Or the amorphous
the
rod?
sickle is not there. Lee's clerical magic book is there. I think your family's signet ring would have also, unless you have some sort of reason to say it had some sort of magical effect to it.
No, it
would
was
have
just
also
a
been
signet
taken.
ring.
Your component pouch with dirt is in front of you. There's some dirt there.
No, Log Strider!
The bread, arrows, bedroll, books, milk, dagger. The good soup is also in front of you. Because that has
He
some
took
magic
out
properties.
the good soup from the fucking... Oh my god.
It did.
And yeah, your scimitar has also been taken.
I presume the guitar and the slippers are in front in the
Guitars and slippers are also in
sacrifice as
front.
well.
So are hold on, the stuff in front of us is the stuff that they're gonna be taking?
All of the magical items that were on you are now in front of you in the sand, in a big pile, effectively.
Okay. And are they taking that, or are they just leaving that taunting us?
It seems to be
It's
in
a
front of you, taunting
sacrifice.
you. They seem, from what Sadie has said, she's taken all of your supplies. You don't see any of your major supplies here. Well, the bait's been set. The suckers have been laid out in front. Bit of food for the master of the desert. And to
I'm gonna
that I
try to
shall say,
wriggle.
toodaloo.
I'm gonna wriggle out.
I am going. So I assume all of them just left.
Yes, so what you
Are-
hear, Sadie was in front of you, but it sounds like there's a whole crowd behind you. Probably, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Using this die. 12.
Okay. Are you going to make that check as well, George?
Sure. 22.
All right. So, including Sadie, there's probably about 5 people. If you were to round it, that seems to be about the right number. As you hear these footsteps recede off into the distance. And as they do, George, having noticed this before, you see from sand level, the ground begins to pick up a little bit, to rumble. Is there anything you can do or want to do in this?
I want to try to wriggle to either try to get the gag out of my mouth or let my hands get some sort of range of movement.
All right, go ahead and give me, we'll say a strength check with disadvantage. The first die you roll will be for your gag. The second die will be for the hands. But the lower one
So-
will be the one that counts.
So I need to roll 2 disadvantaged ones?
Roll 2 strength checks.
Okay.
The first one will be talking about your mouth. The second one will be
The-
talking about your binds. But the lower one
The
is the only
first
one that'll
one,
work.
The first one I got was a 15. The second one I got was a 7.
7. All right, second one for your hand binds. Unfortunately, you're not able to get much leeway. These are tied pretty tight.
I personally have a plan, and it is reminiscent of a previous plan where we were restrained.
Oh, is it the plan trademark?
boy.
The plan trademarked. Have they started to leave? Have they started to leave and they're not looking?
You don't hear their footsteps in the distance anymore.
So they were footsteps and we don't hear them anymore?
Right.
Okay. I am going to use Wild Shape
Okay.
to turn myself into what would be small enough to get out of these. I'll turn myself into a dog or a wolf.
right.
I'll turn myself into a wolf.
So, George, you hear this like cricking and cracking of bones melding into the right shape. As you just hear the iconic sound of dog.
I love hearing the
Hank?
iconic sound of dog.
You're now unbound.
I spit the gag out of my mouth and
All right.
go over to George and see if at first my like sharp teeth or whatever can just kind of like rip the gag. Like, is it like just a piece of cloth that's like?
Yeah, it is a cloth going through his mouth.
I'm gonna rip the
I will
cloth
say-
off. I'm gonna rip the cloth off his head.
All right. So as you
and
do,
then
you notice this rumbling gets quite strong. Whatever's
and
coming is
then
approaching fast.
I'm intentionally now going to. I can stay in it for an hour, but I can also get out of it early using a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm
We'll
just
say
going
you
to get
have
out of it early.
2 actions before this thing gets here.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to get out of this.
Okay.
And then. So it was Wild Shape 1 action already?
2 actions from now.
Okay. I will use an action to. Would it count as 1 or 2 actions to grab the dagger and then like cut off his restraints?
It would be 1 action, we'll say, because you've already taken
All right.
off his face. So yeah, it'd be full action to unrestrain George.
Because okay, yeah, I'll use an action to unrestrain him.
All right. And this definitely feels a little more intense of a situation. There we go.
There's something that I have to look up real quick. How much does George weigh again?
Hold on. George weighs 135 pounds. Made that boy skinny. Holy.
And sorry, what did you say?
135.
135. What is my strength score? Okay. According to D&D rule, Strength 10 Aarakocra could lift up approximately, that has 10 strength, could lift up theoretically around 300 pounds of worth of player and gear if I was flying like straight up.
Okay.
All my stuff combined is about 156.
So I'm going to say grab as much as you can. I'm not going for anything. I'm going for you.
All right. So, Pink, that was 1 action so far. At the end of this action, we'll say because George was untied second, he has 1 action still. You both have 1 action. But at the end of this action here, you notice Sadie running in from the distance. with the consciousness shifter in hand.
Don't make me choose.
What? What the hell? What is going on here?
Here is the plan. The
All right.
plan 3
plan.
trademark.
The plan 3.
I think we're on 3 now.
Yeah, we're on 3. We're on 3.
Am going to take my action to grab George and try and get a horizontal, like, just as much of a forward boost as I can and try and glide forwards, beak pointed directly at Sadie.
Okay.
Like, I don't know the feasibility of this.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
I don't care about the gear anymore. The consciousness shifter is the most important part. At the very least, if we can get that, we can get out of here.
Okay, okay. Okay. I'm going to grab the sickle. Or not the... Sorry. I read the sickle in my inventory. I'm going to grab
I will say
cube.
the pile of stuff is about 15 feet away.
Never mind. Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't have anything. I don't have a lot of the stuff. Like, would you be fine, Pank, if I ran for, like, the Sunblade as you picked me up or whatever? So that we're both going in jousting, sort of.
Hold on. This depends. What direction is Sadie and what direction is the gear?
They are in 2 separate directions.
Okay.
So you're
that was my
here
fear.
in the center. Sadie's up here running in from Thistle, or the direction of Thistle. And then
is
the
what I thought.
gear is off in this direction.
So no, you could not run off and I still grab you and fly off in the other direction. Because the gear is 15 feet away in the opposite direction. What was that?
I'd say Sadie's about 30 feet away from your current location. But she's running towards you.
Oh. I have the hand.
The hand.
I have the hand.
Yeah, you do have an action.
Helper.
We both have an action.
We both have an action. The hand.
So what is your action? Pink, we'll say, is currently holding you by the shoulders and like starting to lift up.
Yeah.
How heavy is the hilt of the Sunblade?
Probably less than 300 pounds.
No.
The Sunblade itself. Inventory.
It should
Sunblade.
be less than 10
Well, the
pounds,
Sunblade
right?
is not on you. It's in the pile.
Yeah.
I know. I have the hand.
Sunblade. It should say. Oh, it doesn't. Sunblade is.
Oh, yes, it does. 3. It's 3.
3 pounds? Oh, yeah.
3 pounds. I'm going to summon the Hamburger Helper and have it go grab the Sunblade and bring it back to me.
All right. It'll be 1 action for you to get to you.
That's fine. As long as the hand has it and is bringing it to me as I'm rushed off with Pank.
Okay.
So I think my goal here is to grab, fly upwards, and then nosedive down and glide. Get as much vertical and then speed and try and just plow right into her.
All right. As you start executing this, you see a large mass arise from the desert. It's an Alaskan bullworm.
No!
This large mouth just rises out of the desert, consuming the sand, running towards you. The ground is now difficult terrain, but, of course, you're flying, so you're good there. So it's going to take 1 action to get to Sadie. Or it's going to take the rest of your action to get to Sadie. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
All right. So, because flight speed is Oh, yeah, you're fast on flying. But you're also carrying. So, yeah, we'll say you get 2 Sadie. As you approach Sadie, she takes the consciousness shifter and throws it as far as she can behind you and turns tail and starts running back. She's going to go ahead and make a strength check to see how far she can throw it. She's throwing it towards the pile. That's a natural 1. So it does just fumble to the ground, but it is behind you now.
Can I have the hand pick it up as it's coming back to me?
The hand is currently holding a sunblade.
It can hold 10 pounds of stuff.
Okay, where is the Alaskan bullworm, and where is the consciousness shifter relative to it?
You've got 1 turn before it consumes all of you. Actually, yeah. So we'll go ahead and roll initiative now.
Dude.
1 for Pank, 1 for George, 1 for Sadie. And at the end of this turn is when things
I got a
go down.
14.
14?
Now I'm rolling high. That's going to be a 23.
23. George, what is your dexterity?
My dexterity is +3.
+3? Okay. So it's going to be Pank, then Sadie, then George. Pank, what are you doing here? Sadie's in front of you right now. She's probably, right in front of you. But she is turned tail. The consciousness shifter maybe only got, with her strength, like 10 feet. So, like, the consciousness shifter is maybe 1 step behind you.
I am
Well, you'd have to land
immediately
first.
upon seeing it being thrown, pulling out my wings, like stretching them out, almost acting like a parachute type of thing, in hopes that that's enough to bring me to like an almost like as quick of a stop as possible.
Okay.
Wow. And this is a big gamble, and but we're already in a life and death situation, so I apologize, George, if this does not work out.
I all the faith in you.
As I push my wings out for a complete stop, I will buck my self and try and throw George behind me.
Okay.
All right, down set hot. Let's do this.
I'm gonna try and throw him like as far as I can towards it.
Sure, strength check. Or before you reveal the rule, George, you could also do an acrobatics check.
I would like to do that. Yes.
Okay.
That's a 19.
19. All right, so George, you're able to get to the consciousness shifter. You've not picked it up yet.
Yeah,
And that
I'm gonna
ends
pick it up.
Pink's turn, I believe.
That is the end of my turn.
Sadie is going to cast Mage Hand.
No.
The hand!
Casts it out behind her. It grabs the consciousness shifter and tries and throws it away even farther towards the worm. That's going to be
Low roll, please,
It's your magic.
please.
Ooh. That's going to be a 15.
Oh no.
So it's now 15 feet farther away. So 15 feet from George. That would be 25 feet from Pank.
Yeah.
It is now George's turn.
Okay, where is my hand?
Your hand? Your hand is... we'll say your hand is about at the consciousness shifter now, because it was coming back from the pile of loot. You probably don't have enough action to drop the sword and pick up the consciousness shifter, but you could try and use the mage hand to like do a golf putt, I think.
How much more successful would it be if you just hightailed it towards it to pick it up?
That was kind of my thinking. I used my 15. I used 15 of my movement to run over to it.
All right.
I grab
And
it.
this is difficult terrain, so it's half movement.
So I use all of my movement to get to it.
All right.
This is a
I
big
grab it.
gamble.
Do I still have my action?
You still have your action, yes.
That was your movement. I think there's only one course of action here.
I have two thoughts. I could either try to dash and run, or I could try to throw it.
My thought was you use it and get out of here.
Oh.
Split the party. Doom the rest.
That
Okay.
Pink was kind of thinking, all right, there's no way to get us all out of this situation. At least one of us needs to save the consciousness shifter.
With all of the concentration I have in my mind, I think to the town of Thistle.
And
Okay.
you're thinking to the town of Thistle.
All right.
I'm
History
nearby.
check.
With a no gear.
Where else am
In
I
a-
supposed to go?
In
I
a
need
criminal
to
town.
close. I have magic.
You do. That's fair.
All right.
But
Rules of
using my
consciousness
free
shifting.
action, Pink is just gonna yell, like, just to like hammer the idea home, because obviously this is players talking, so I want to make it clear in game what Pink was thinking. Go!
All right. Go ahead and roll me that history check. It's going to be a 15. Anywhere you spent 1 hour within the last week. Oh, no, within the last day, 10. History.
Oh, I got an 8. I got an 8.
You got an 8?
No!
So, George, around you, this chilling desert gets filled with... Hold on. Instead of green particles emanating, you see a rush of purple motes of light.
Wait, hold on.
Push
Let me
out
check
around
my
you.
notes.
I look around.
As in front of you, you see the mouth, where the mouth of this worm was, a giant source of purple light pouring out towards you. As even in the realm of consciousness, everything goes dark. Pank, you see George just fall asleep in the sand as this worm consumes him and rises to consume all of you as well. And that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Dude! I had to check my notes for something. I would like to point out, purple is the pillar that's in the Scorched Lands.
Yes.
All right. Thoughts, feelings, emotions.
Lots of them. I was debating using a free action earlier to yell at Sadie when she was leaving. Sadie, if I ever come across past again, I'm going to kill you.
Oh.
Oh, I'm playing.
So those are my thoughts.
My thought was if the two of us ever make it back to the town, we're wiping out the town.
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah. No more Thistle.
No more Thistle.
Leave the desert be. You have to do your criminal activities elsewhere. So yeah, I don't know if we're surviving this, but I think, given the circumstances, if we don't survive, we did our very best.
Hmm.
Honestly, I thought when I went to sleep, I was dead. I was like,
Yeah, I
well,
thought you were dead.
That's the end of George. That's a shame.
I was so confused when I saw you come back out. If I had
I
rolled a
literally-
higher on that insight,
Hmm.
It took everything in me to not laugh more than I did.
I could very clearly tell as a player that something was severely wrong.
Because can I talk about what we talked about, Ryan?
Oh yeah.
I was told that I have no recollection of what happened in there, but that all I need to do is paralyze you, and I have all these tools at my disposal. So I was
Hmm.
trying my best to dodge the question of, hey, what went on in there? And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not the point,
That was what was tripping me up, like as Pank. That was what was tripping him up. Because he was like, normally George is perfectly fine to give any detail about something like that you ask
Any
for.
and every detail. This George is being shifty as hell.
Yeah, but clearly I couldn't tell. Clearly, yeah, this. It feels a little weird, but like,
that. I guess that was Sadie. Sadie had such a high deception
Hmm.
that
Oh yeah.
my 3
I think she's got
beats
like a
out your
13
like
in
15.
deception or something.
Yeah.
Sadie is 13.
Is Sadie a bard?
Yes.
Of course.